we are switching the model. It's my friend Tamaris. It's her first time as a model for face painting, so she was very excited. As you can see, for dark complexion, I prefer to use more light colors. I'm trying not to have only white because it's gonna give like a grayish finish. So I'm gonna do a bird for her today. I choose a light blue for starting the makeup. So now I'm placing the makeup to shape my design. Here we don't want something really precise, but we want something opaque, and I will extend a little bit the wings outside. You can go very far for this makeup because I will do more like a mask. I'm trying not to go too low on the nose because I will later put other colors to do the nozzle of the bird. In this design, we will not see a bird shape. She will become the bird. It will be more abstract, and we will see more like birds' feathers with bright color. Now I'm making sure that it's almost symmetrical. It's okay if it's not, it's just to guide myself for the second step. Now I'm switching the colors. I want to have some dimensions on the makeup, so I will take a little bit of yellow, green, kind of neon paint. I think it's gonna be very beautiful on our skin. So I decided to choose that kind of color because it's still in the same kind of range of colors, and the blending will be easier. I put a little bit of this color on her eyelid. I'm trying to follow all the base that I've done before. Right now I'm just improvising, honestly. Almost all of my designs are improvised because I don't have a good imagination. So I just follow all the same steps on each makeup that I'm doing. Most of the time, I am inspired by the people that I'm face painting or body painting. Sometimes it's something simple like the color of the outfit, the color of the hair, some little simple thing like that. I will go a little bit on the cheek for this design, but not too low. Once again, so I don't like to go below the nose. When I'm painting on the nose, I tried not to go too low on the tip because I don't want it to look like she is a clown, or it's not a good look for something that you want to be elegant. Okay, now that I'm done with the base of the makeup, I'm going to use my 3/4 flat brush. Normally, with lighter complexion of the skin, I would uh, take the darker color on the outside. But on this kind of skin, if you want the makeup to stand out more, you have to put the lighter color at the outside of the makeup. It will create a nice contrast with her skin. With this kind of process, you can almost create everything. For the purpose of the video, I'm doing a bird, but it could be a dinosaur, um, a princess, a fairy, a mermaid. You have a lot of options, really. So now I'm trying to connect the cheeks area to the middle, but not too close because I still want to do a nozzle or a beak, something that will remind us of a bird. I'm letting some empty space here and there, just that I had some room to put some metallic color or other split cake. I don't want my makeup to have too much layers, you know. We want our model to feel comfortable, and if you putting too much makeup over the same area, it will be very uncomfortable for the model and it will crack. I'm trying to avoid the eyelid for now. I want the focus to be on the feathers, and I will work on the eyes later. Now I'm not trying to be perfect, but I'm mostly trying to define where the design will end and what will be the shape of my mask. She has a lot of space on the forehead, so I will exploit that part of her face. I told you she was very happy to be my model. She's still laughing. Okay, so now I'm okay. I'm satisfied with my shape. It's not perfect, but we will correct the things that I don't like with the next step. So now I'm using a flat chisel brush, and I'm using the white from Wolf, and I'm using the waxy base. With that brush, I will try to accentuate all the feathers that I have done. As you can see, I had a little gap between two split cake, so I just fill it up with the white, and the result will be more symmetrical. I want the extremities of my feathers to be very precise, but when I'm dragging down the stroke, it's okay that it's not precise. I want it to be more fluid. I will do that all around my makeup, and I'm trying not to put the feathers too close on each other. We still have to see each feather individually. At this point, we have to trust the process. It's okay if it's not perfect. For now, we are not done. Sometimes we are in a rush or the kids are moving a lot, so it's difficult to be perfectly symmetrical. So I have a tendency to not worry about my mistakes at the beginning and at the middle of the makeup. I will try to correct all of that before the end of the final steps. Okay, now I'm gonna do the center of the nose. Like I said, I wanted to make a kind of a big nozzle of the birds. I'm using a smaller angled brush, and I'm trying not to do it too big. I want it to be subtle. You can make different shapes. This one is really cool. It gives me more of an eagle vibe, so trying another shape that you can see the difference. I will do the top of the beak more rounded. Don't go too far on the forehead. We don't want it too big, but not too small because we want to see what it is from a distance. Here we go. I'm trying to stay in the middle of the face for this part. I don't want it to be too low on the nose. And I'm making two little stripes for the illusions of the nostrils. I don't want the nozzle to be the only orange color on her face, so I'm going to do a reminder with some stripes here and there. It will be more uniform, and it will made a little bit of contrast in her makeup. We are now ready for my favorite step. It's the gold, or you can use other metallic color if you want. I'm using my filbert brush, and I will try to fix my mistakes, um, spots that are a little bit empty. After that, I will put some gold, the same way that I did the feathers with the white. I'm pushing my brush and I'm doing like a teardrop, but I don't go all the way. I'm just want a precise stroke at the outside of the makeup. When you're using some metallic colors like this, you have to keep in mind that it's really hard to cover up with your liner or other colors, so it's very important that you don't put too much of it because it will be difficult to cover it if you made some mistakes. I'm almost done with the gold. I'm trying to do different type of lines, not all the same size. I'm doing all the contour on each side. Don't hesitate to take a step back and check your symmetry. Okay, now that I'm done with the gold, I'm using a liner. I choose the color black and I'm using a round brush. This time I don't want to overload with my black liner. I don't want her makeup to be too dark, and it's easy to do mistakes with the black, so we have to be careful at this step. I will contour a little bit the eyes, a little bit in the middle of the nozzle, a little bit each side, but not too much. I'm stopping there. I decided to do a big eyeliner for her. I'm starting at the outer corner of the eye, and I will continue my line under the eye, just where I put some gold. It will create a link between the upper eye lid and under. To To be sure that you didn't make a mistake, you can ask your model to open her eyes and you will see if you made a mistake, if you have to do a correction. I'm closing the inner corner with another line, but I don't connect the two eyeliner together. I'm adding some little lines, still with my black, but really thin, just to do a reminder of the black that I just put on the middle of the face. I don't want to close up too much the makeup. I still want the makeup to breathe. So, almost done. For the final step, I'm gonna use the white. I'm going to do some dots a little bit everywhere. I'm trying to do some different size. For the placement of the dots, I'm trying to put them where it's a little bit empty. And a good place to put your dots is over a dark color like the black that I did on her. It will create some dimension for the makeup. Of course, you can choose another color than white. I know that some people use a lot of yellow to do some dots. But today I decided to took some teal. It's a very nice color. I like to use this one for little details at the end of the makeup. It's a really bright and nice color. It's a good idea to use this color to contour your makeup if you're doing a design on a dark complexion instead of white or a black. So the makeup is pretty much done. I hope you like it and maybe it will inspire you for your own. Now it's time to learn about quick makeup using abstract. One of my first advice